Hi everybody, I welcome you back to my channel. So today it is not a reading. I am going to show you guys my tarot collection. Okay, this is all I own. I do not have more cards than this. I try to buy new cards, but I don't really know much about like how many types of cards we have in the market because there are like a lot, and I feel like I don't even need that much cards because I usually do my readings with the original Rider Waite tarot, which I have in this clothes. So this was actually I'll tell you about it. So I have like 1 2 3 4 5 6. I have these six decks of cards with me. I wasn't actually planning on to buy so many decks. I will tell you why I bought them. So I'm going to introduce you all to my cards one by one. So let's just put them aside first. Okay, we're going to start from the smallest and the cutest one. All right. So the very okay, my I think I have to keep them here. Okay, so the very first tarot deck that I have here is this Mystic Oracle. Sorry, let me fix the camera first. This Mystic Red Rose Oracle, and it is very cute and very small. You can see. Okay, I bought this one because I wanted to do like relationship readings and the romantic love interest readings and all that, everything that has to do with love. Okay, and that's why I bought this one. Yes. So because when I was starting this YouTube channel, I actually had no idea how I'm going to proceed with the readings. I decided that I'm going to do the love readings because I my expertise is actually in the love and relationship readings. But then I just went on with my intuition and what seemed important, and now I just go with the flow. Okay, whatever comes to my mind and whatever I feel like I am pushed to do, that's what I stick with. So this one is very cute. I will show you. So it have like maybe 50 something cards, right? I don't know. Yeah, 53 cards it's mentioned here, and it's very cute and compact. I really like the size of it, and it's easier to shuffle. You can see this is how the what do you say, the cover of the cards look like, and this is how they look like on the inside. You can see it have like these the main heading and then the keywords around it and some imaging behind that, and I think these graphics really do help. Yes, so I'm kind of obsessed with these. I don't really use them much in on the readings on YouTube, but I do use them religiously in my personal readings when I'm doing readings for my clients. And yeah, very cute and compact, and this is it. Yes, so let me just quickly pack them back and I'll bring you the next one. Also, you know, because it says Mystic Red Rose Oracle and it is usually used for love, I don't feel like it is only for love because when I do readings, sometimes these cards tell me a lot about other situations too. And surprisingly, they are like very accurate in the readings. So I wasn't expecting that from these cards, but these are really cute and accurate, and they really feel very light in terms of energy, to be honest. I don't know if anybody else feels like this about their cards, but this one feels very very light hearted energy and very to the point. So the next deck that I have here is, it's this one. It's my it's my one of my favorites. I use this often when I actually need some kind of guidance. I mean, they don't help much in terms of like a full-fledged and very informative reading, but this can be used as the guidance. They, as the name suggests, Cozy Witch Tarot Deck, it is actually very very cozy, and it's by Amanda Lovelace. Okay, the artwork is by Janana Medeiros. I don't know, I'm bad at pronouncing names. So you can see it is a very, very pretty. It comes in a very pretty packaging. This is how you have this gold borders, and you can look at this, very pretty, and they open up like this, very sturdy box. So you get this booklet inside it, which is also very beautiful and like, yeah, very beautiful, easy to follow. You have each card like explained in detail in here, so very good for beginners too, I feel like. Yes, so we get, and inside we have these cards. I feel like it's not just tarot, but it's like tarot oracle mix of both. And these pretty cards, I feel like this have like very cafe like energy, very cozy energy, and this is why I love these cards. Just look at them, so pretty. This is how they look on the back, but these are like bigger than those standard tarot cards, right? A little difficult to handle at first, but now I'm used to it. So yes, you can see this is how they look on the inside. We have a very clean, beautiful border on the sides. I see that video is not very clear. Yeah, we have a very cute border. Then we have this imagery here, and there is no gender in tarot, but I feel like this is the figures or characters representing everything here on these cards are women, and it's pretty, very pretty, very lady like energy from this tarot, and very cozy. It actually feels very cozy. Yes, so very dreamy, magical representation here. See, I love the artwork here too. So this was my second deck. So the very next deck that I got was this. It is called the Beast Soul Oracle cards. Beast Soul Oracle, and I actually got them. Oh, this is upside down. Anyways, so I actually got them for the guidance messages. So I actually got them for the guidance. They are actually pretty. I am in love with the black color. Please avoid the noise outside. Yes, so I love the imagery over here, the cover of it. But one thing which I hate on these cards is this thing. I really don't like anything written on the on the cover of the cards. I would it have been just the imagery, it would have looked much much better. And because of this, I do not feel like using these cards. I mean, I feel very bad about that. But what can I say? The box is actually very sturdy and cool, but this is a deal breaker for me. I don't really use these cards much, to be honest. They only make an appearance sometimes in my reading, and maybe just once or twice I use them. But these are good in terms of messages and in terms of guidance. They're really good, and they are almost all on point all the time. Uh, okay, so you guys can see what kinds of cards we have inside. Some of these cards have the guidance, and some of them actually have uh, a spell written on them. Okay, like this one is the guidance. It says, cherish those who bring laughter and joy to your soul. Okay, and let me find where is it? Let me find a card that have, yeah, look at this one have a spell on it. Sure-footed mountain dweller, bless me with balance and grace. So yeah, I love the duality of these cards in terms of spell and guidance. But just because of this simple thing, I do not feel like using them, and I almost never use them. I do feel bad about that, and this is one of the reasons why I don't want to buy more decks. If I feel like, if my channel grows someday and I feel like I need more deck of cards, I will buy them. But otherwise, I don't think so I really need them right now. Maybe I'll buy it for my audience, the type of collective I have on this channel. Maybe I will add more decks, and I hope that happens soon. I'm really excited to have more decks in my tarot collection, but that is kind of very selfish, I think. But I love having a collection. Anyways, so this is the next tarot deck that I have, and it was also, I actually got pulled towards this one because of they're very mysterious. Yeah, the energy is very mysterious and dark, and I relate to that energy a lot. My energy is also very mysterious and dark, but that person who dresses up in black, but their personality is like a rainbow full of colors. I am that kind of a person. When you meet me at first, I'll seem like you may get intimidated and you feel like, oh my god, maybe we cannot talk to her. But I'm actually not. I'm very cheerful as a person. I am kind. Yeah. So we have this one. It is by, it's called Tarot of Divine, and it's by Yoshi Yoshitani. and it is inspired by deities, folklore, fairy tales, yeah, different stories from around the world. So it has again a very sturdy box. You can see this gold decoration. This is very pretty. I really love it. And you can also see it is on the front too. Yeah, very pretty packaging, and it opens up like this. I'll show you. It opens up like this. Wow, very cute. So here we get a guidebook here, and you can see it is again very pretty. Each and every card is described in very you know described in a very good manner. We also have like upright and reverse meanings here, and every card represents a folklore or fairy tale or some kind of story, and it is very interesting to read all of them and to know more about the world, because I am like a philomath who enjoys learning, who enjoys accumulating knowledge. I'm interested in like every damn thing on this planet. So I feel like this is a very something which quenches my thirst for knowledge. So very cute thing, like deck. Again, we have this guidebook, and then I really love this thing about this. We have this ribbon to pull these cards out of the box. It makes it easier. You look at this ribbon, and pretty packaging again. To be honest, I feel very guilty just accepting this thing that I sometimes buy tarot decks only for the packaging and the way they look and the artwork. Like I don't care if they suit me or not, but sometimes I just buy them for the packaging and artwork because I'm all about that. So again, this one looks very mysterious. It is actually mysterious. It's like this deck feels like it will only allow you to know this deck if this deck accepts you as a reader. It doesn't allow you to read them unless and until this deck knows you and allows you to read it. I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's what I feel about these cards. And actually very pretty. Just look at this, and see, there is nothing written on them, and I love that about these cards. So this is how they look like, and on this side we have very similar looking, very even toned, similar looking colors, and I love that about these cards. Just look at these. They are colorful, but they are also not too bright, they are not too dull, they are like just the right amount of colorful, and very blue, black and green toned, like cool toned colors here. Also, I don't know if you can notice, there is this texture on it, like the kind of texture you have on clothes. So they are textured, and it makes them like they don't slip from your hands when you're reading them or placing them on a table. And I love that about these cards. This border is pretty, this is very clear, and this, so I love it. Whatever. I don't use them much because they don't really allow me to read them every time, but every once in a while I get to them. So again, a cherished deck that I have in my collection, and I love this one. All right, let's put it inside of this, and yep, this was it. And yeah, now we're left with two more. Oh my god, this one. When I just got into tarot, so I just changed the lighting a bit because it was like there was a glare on the cards, and it was getting difficult to show the cards to you guys. But anyways, this one, when I was just getting to know about tarot readings and everything, and I was just getting into occult and everything, in those times, this was the very first deck that I saw in the very first tarot videos that I used to watch. And these ladies with pretty hands and pretty aesthetics, witchy aesthetics actually, they used to read these tea leaf cards, and oh my god, I so wanted to have this deck. And I got this one in a very weird way. My brother gifted it to me. He knew that I am interested into these, but I never told I want this one, but he got these for me. So I love these. It's a huge box, and I am all about big boxes and all that pretty packaging. So you can see, nothing fancy, very normal looking, very pretty looking box. You can see this artwork is actually done with watercolors. I think this is hand painted. I'm not sure, but I think this is hand painted, and it comes from like Chinese fortune telling, where they used to do tea leaf readings. I hope I'm not wrong here. I think it does come from Chinese fortune telling. So yeah, So they put all the signs into like these 200 cards, yeah, all those signs that they have in tea leaves, in tea leaf readings that they read in tea leaf readings, they put it in these cards. And I think that is very beautiful. It preserves the culture and it preserves the fortune telling and the art of fortune telling that you know that China have. So yeah, this is illustrated by Shauna Alexander and made by Rai Happen. This is by Rai Happen, and this guidebook is kind of big and very much readable. So you have all this knowledge, where it came from, like the history of these tarot leaves, how you can use them, the methods you use them, the symbols and the meanings, and about author and artist too. So again, a very pretty, and these pages are actually kind of glossy, something you read, the kind of pages you have in a magazine, in a fashion, a good quality of fashion magazine. That's the kind of quality these have. A little costlier, but worth it because they're so pretty. You get this bag too, in which you put these cards and shuffle. Okay, so these are the cards that you have. Again, you have like three kinds of cards in this. These are the tea leaves, okay, the symbols that you have, normal symbols. And then you have these green ones. These are like astral houses, like marriage, career, different astral houses. I think you have 6 of them, and then you have 12 months of the year cards too. Okay, so it makes reading so much easier, and you can try different combinations and everything. They are like they have all these different symbols, and that's why I so wanted them, because they make easy, like they make your reading so simple. Now, yeah, let me show you some of the cards. You see, they are all illustrated by hand, and I think with watercolors, and it is very pretty. I love these cards. Just look at them, and I think they are very pretty and they have this very light pretty energy. But let me tell you, these are absolutely accurate, and there is this energy to these cards where they're like no bullshit energy. Almost like a mystic monk who tells you exactly what you need to hear, but what you don't want to hear. They have that kind of very old soul energy. So I love these cards. I love these cards. And then the last deck that I have is this one. You must be wondering why I don't have the outer covering, because I have these cards for almost 2.5 years now, and I actually got this from my guru who taught me tarot. Okay, so I got these gifted to me. It's always said that your first tarot deck should be like a gift from somebody. I wasn't planning on to getting into tarot, but tarot just came to me. And my guru used to say this thing to me, that tarot, or the spiritual realm, you don't choose it. Okay, it chooses the reader. And I got this pretty cloth with it too. Yeah, so we get this, I got this pretty cloth, and this is original Rider Waite tarot. Okay, this is how they look. They're full size. This is how they look on the outside. You can see it is getting discolored because they're very old now. I use them mostly in all my readings. I use them. Okay, so yeah, and you can see this is like that normal original Rider Waite imagery. And I had to cover, like, these places because of YouTube. Otherwise I would never do that, because it was so pretty. But yeah, we had to do some things, like, what am I saying? Yeah, we have to do what we have to do anyways. Okay, so I use these cards a lot, like every single day I use them with my clients. I prefer using them with the most over any other cards, because they give you a lot of different intuitive messages. I feel like other cards, I'm not judging all of them, but whatever I've seen till date, they kind of limit you a bit, but these don't. They in fact give you a very broad spectrum in terms of your intuition and how you want to read the cards or predict them, because you have symbols, you have imagery, very rich colors and all that. So it can be read in many different ways, and I love them. Yeah, so this was my very first deck, and I think I'm never going to lose them unless and until I stop reading tarot. Then I am going to donate these or gift these to my all my tarot decks to my readers someday. If I leave reading cards behind someday, I'm going to gift all of these, including this one. I think this one will go to my student, maybe one of my students, if I plan on teaching tarot in future. So yes, all that was my collection. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.